You smell what the Rock is cooking.
WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Tell me he didn't just say that.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
The Tower of Power, too sweet to be sour, funky like a monkey, ooh yeah.
And now, here's your host of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Faran Derry.
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Really? Yeah!
Hello and welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Faran Derry here with you. A jam-packed show today, so much going on. I just rushed into the station here after making my way over to the Oxford Valley Mall. It is a zoo right now over there as Shawn Michaels is there now until 2 o'clock. That's right, the main eventer, the icon, the showstopper, the WWE Hall of Famer, and all the other nicknames for the one, the only, Shawn Michaels, the Heartbreak Kid. He is at Oxford Valley Mall right now, courtesy of our friends over at George's Cards and Collectibles.
Could you imagine what a mob scene would be if I showed up?
You owe that many people money?
That's a good one. That's what I would have said. That's what I was going to say. That's my line. Hold on. Go ahead. Take the show and take it away.
Why not? It's my show, right?
Well, I guess. Maybe.
Something like that. So much else to talk about. So I'm kind of getting resituated here, of course, from Raw this past Monday, the Brie Bella wardrobe malfunction. We'll talk a little bit about that in case you missed it. Yes, it is what you think it is. Also, the Chris Benoit film, we talked about that a little while ago. That has a director, and also set to join us this hour, Dino Santa, the owner of the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance. They're going to be in Bristol next weekend, and he's going to tell us a little bit about that. He's been on the show before, ran a couple of great shows that I've been at. I mean, they always run great shows. I just haven't had the chance to attend all of them, but looking forward to this one coming up next week, and he's going to talk to us about that. Also, a TNA release, and actually, TNA's done a couple of things that I don't even know where to begin with them, but we'll talk about them coming up later, including a talent release and let's just say a Twitter involvement gone horribly wrong, to say the least. Actually, we'll start with that. The TNA talent release, Jesse Sorensen announcing that he has been officially released by TNA. He said, would like to say thank you to my supportive family, fans, and friends. Yes, he tweeted that on Tuesday. Sorensen suffered a fractured C1 vertebrae back on February 12th of last year while working a match at the Against All Odds pay-per-view. He had been working on the production side in recent months. And this is where it gets a little interesting. A fundraiser page was set up for Sorensen to help him raise money that he needs for a bodybuilding show in October. It reads, "My name is Jesse Sorensen. I'm a former professional wrestler for TNA Impact Wrestling, seen every Thursday night on Spike TV. On February 12, 2012, during a live match on pay-per-view versus Zema Ion, I suffered a severe neck injury, sustaining a broke C1 vertebrae and herniated C5 and C6. After a long recovery process and being promised by the president of TNA Impact Wrestling, TNA Dixie Carter, I would always have a job with her company. I was recently released from my current contract and shown that those promises were false." That's kind of interesting. Sorensen went on to tweet that he did not launch the GoFundMe page that included the false promise claim. He tweeted, "Just to be clear, it was not me that posted the donation site or set it up. I'm thankful for my time at TNA and for the opportunities given." That's a way to avoid, hopefully, burning a bridge. And as of this morning, the fundraiser, which was put together so Sorensen could participate in a bodybuilding competition coming up in October, the goal was $600, and they were at $610 as of this morning, so they did reach that goal. Now, oh, man, I don't even know where to... We'll go back to TNA in a little bit. They, let's just say Dixie Carter kind of put her... proverbial tweet in her mouth. We'll just we'll get into that coming up in a little bit, and let's get back to Raw as one of the major developments for SummerSlam. The championship match, John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Brad Maddox came out to open Raw, and he had the contract signing, and we'll get that clip for you up in just a second. Right, Nick? Yeah, we'll get that coming up in just a sec. Yes, but Brad Maddox introducing John Cena and Daniel Bryan, bringing them out for the contract signing, and there were a few issues with that that we'll come up with in just a second. But before that, though, let's get into something that I know a lot of people have been talking about. Brie Bella, the wardrobe malfunction, WWE diva Brie Bella, and issuing an apology for the wardrobe malfunction that occurred during Raw. I apologize for my wardrobe malfunction. I'm embarrassed, and it looks as though the humidity made my tape come off. You'll never see that again. Of course, referring to, let's call it what it was. Her nipple popped out. It was like Janet Jackson all over again, only without the outrage and shock and awe and all those sort of things. All right, so we've got that up here from Raw on track 2 there. It's coming up in a sec here. Technology, it's a wonderful thing. But yes, Brie Bella, I'm sure a lot of people rewinding their DVRs to take a look at that. All right. What a time to get some audio issues going here. All right. Well, Nick's going to take care of... got all kinds of issues going on today. It's all right. Well, one of the issues... Yeah, we'll get into it now. Why not? Unless... oh, wait. Man, all kinds of technical bugs and things going on here. All right, let's get to Daniel Bryan, John Cena, and Brad Maddox, the contract signing for their SummerSlam match that aired this past Monday on Raw.
Thank you, John. Before we get to all this contract signing, there is obviously a curiosity factor behind your decision that needs to be addressed. You had the opportunity to choose from absolutely any member of the active WWE roster. Why Daniel Bryan?
That's an easy one. I chose Daniel Bryan because of you. You let me choose any WWE superstar to face me for this championship at SummerSlam. I listened to the WWE Universe, and the choice was really clear in my mind.
Yeah, well, John, why was that decision so clear for you? Some people would say that you only chose Daniel Bryan because you're certain you'll defeat him. Some people would say that you're clearly much bigger than he is. Some people would say that you're clearly much stronger than he is as far as his disheveled look is concerned. Some people would say he more closely resembles a troll than the WWE champion. Is Daniel Bryan not really just the missing link? John, some people would say that Daniel Bryan is severely unstable. He has relationship issues. He can't hold a relationship together.
You look a little uncertain. You sure of all these accusations? You sure Daniel Bryan's nothing but a bearded?
Gee, Brad, it seems to me as if you were saying, I don't deserve a shot at that, but I think these people disagree with you.
Daniel Bryan, do you really think that you have earned or even deserve a shot at that championship at SummerSlam? Why do you think that John Cena selected you to be his opponent?
Easy there, tight coat. You want to know why John Cena chose Daniel Bryan for this match? You be man enough to ask John Cena. Daniel, I chose you for this match because this gentleman right here and the dumbasses that he works for a lot of times are afraid to see God-given talent and ability even when its beard is staring them right in the face. Let me get this straight. You want to run this man down for being half of my size. You want to run this man down for not being as strong as me? Okay, well, if size is everything that makes a WWE champion here, run to the back and you give that to the great Khali. You know why? Because I got names like Shawn Michaels. I got names like Rey Mysterio. And I got names like the late Eddie Guerrero that prove ability and passion make a WWE champion, not just size and strength. Daniel, if I can be honest with you, the WWE Universe loves you right now, and I'm very proud of you for that. But I chose you for this match because you've earned it and you deserve it. Being a WWE champion is about facing the absolute best competition at all times. And I got news for you, Mr. Maddox. Sometimes that comes from an unlikely source. Would you be in this match if I never picked you? Who knows? But I did pick you. I just want to make one thing perfectly clear. I picked you to compete in this match. Just because you've been given this opportunity does not mean I am going to hand you this championship. I just signed this contract. I am going to SummerSlam to defend the WWE Championship. You are the best competition in the WWE right now, and I will prove at SummerSlam even the best isn't good enough.
Well, John.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. One-on-one for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. Daniel Bryan versus John Cena.
No! You don't get to interrupt me. I have waited my entire career for this opportunity, and I've proven that I deserve this.
Do you really deserve it? Are you sure that you deserve it?
Yes.
Certainly, John Cena thinks so, and even a very vocal minority of the WWE universe thinks so, but not everybody does. That's why I'm going to give you an opportunity, Daniel Bryan. I'm going to give you an opportunity to prove your critics wrong and to prove that you deserve this opportunity. And what better way to prove yourself than by having a match here tonight? I'm sorry, did I say a match? I meant matches. That's plural. That means more than one, Daniel Bryan. Now, if you ask me, do I think that you are going to prove yourself worthy tonight? No! 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 No!
Yes, and the debate continued on. And yes, Daniel Bryan would go on later in the night to wrestle, in a sense, a three-man gauntlet match. And winning all three, first beating Jack Swagger by submission, then pinning Antonio Cesaro in a match that the internet is still buzzing about, and then beating Ryback by disqualification when Ryback powerbombed Daniel Bryan through a table. But at least he won the match, although a hollow victory, as was said by the commentators. And we'll get back to more on that in just a moment, but currently joining me on the lines, we have the owner of the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance, Dino Santa, on the phone. Dino, welcome back to the program.
Well, thank you. And I was listening to that. Oh, my gosh, what an interview. What a great day for wrestling. What a great day.
Yeah, things are riding high. I mean, especially with Daniel Bryan right now. He is white hot, to say the least. Absolutely.
But you know what? There's a lot of red-hot wrestling right now going on in Pennsylvania. And for the folks, all the wrestling fans who live in Quakerstown, Red Hill, Boyerstown, and up near Hollandtown area, we will be in Red Hill, Pennsylvania tonight, 6:30 bell time. And I tell you what, all hell's going to break loose. Many of the best wrestlers from the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance will be there. Fantasia, our lady champion, will be there defending the title with Nyla Rose. It's going to be, oh my goodness, I am so hyped up for tonight. We have hundreds and hundreds of calls from all the residents in the area. They can't wait. They can't wait till 6:30 bell time tonight.
That's 6:30 up in Red Hill, Pennsylvania. It's right there, kind of right on the straddling the line of Bucks and Montgomery County, if my memory serves me right, or pretty close up there. My knowledge of that part of the area is a little minimal, but I've at least heard of Red Hill before. I know it's like you said, it's right up in that Quakertown area.
Yeah, it's about 2 miles away from Green Lane Reservoir, like where there's a big lake up yes of Route 29.
Ah, okay, exactly, yes.
But, we're also going to be up your way next week, Saturday night. Next week, what is it?
Next Saturday, August the 3rd, yes.
Yes, we're going to be in Bristol at the Goodwill Fire Hose number 3 on Mifflin Street. We'll be back there for the second time. And I tell you, that's going to be a hell of a night. And Ferran, we're going to welcome you there to help us out. What a great job!
Yeah, I had the chance to go to that last show, and actually, my friend Shannon was the one who performed the national anthem there. So that was kind of an added treat.
Yeah, it was. She is a fantastic lady. She has a voice that makes the whole building shake. I can't wait to see her again because she will be back next Saturday night.
Oh, excellent! You heard it here first. All right, I hope Shannon knows that.
Well, yeah, I'm sure she knows because I was given the words a few days ago that
okay.
She'll be along. Yes.
Excellent. So that should be a fantastic time. Now, the bell time, let me go over it all again. So tonight you're going to be in Red Hill, Pennsylvania. That's a 6:30 bell time. And then next week you're at the Goodwill Fire Hose Company, number 3, right over there in Bristol on Mifflin Street. And that bell time next Saturday is?
7:30.
7:30 next week. Okay.
7:30.
Gives everybody a chance to sleep in a little bit, but not too late so they can listen to the show here next week from noon to 1.
And I'll tell you, we
priorities.
Our new champion, our new intercontinental champion, Kingred, which has been an absolute athlete. I don't know, you've seen him last time in Bristol. This guy is going to be one of the biggest stars ever. I give him about 2 or 3 years, and he'll be on the tube every day. This guy is fantastic.
There you go. The stars of tomorrow today, courtesy of the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance.
Just like we did years ago with Supernova and many of the guys that made it big. I tell you, a lot of the guys, like I said to you the other time, we have many wrestlers that they start with us and they end up on WCW, former WCW, now TNA, and also in WWE. Many of them, including Steve Richards, who made it big. And we're proud of it, I'm sure you know this, the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance, what we call now 3WA, we go back to the old time, back to the wrestling the way it was many years ago when people just loved pro wrestling. No soap opera, no bull crap, nothing fixed. Just go out there, do the best you know how to do it. And I tell you, it's fantastic. All the wrestlers, we have about 120 wrestlers that we use in and out to different shows because, as you know, we have shows every single Saturday night between the Philadelphia area, North End area, and the Lancaster, York area. We have event every single Saturday night, and we enjoy it.
It's certainly a lot of fun, and looking forward to it not only tonight up in Red Hill, but also next Saturday right down the road from us here in Bristol, PA. Looking forward to being in attendance there next Saturday night.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, and all the wrestling fans out there always support the best in pro wrestling. Indie wrestling is the best.
Absolutely, and I'm trying to do what I can now to be more and more involved in it, and you've certainly helped out with that, as have quite a few others. It's a gradual process for me to step into, and I appreciate all the knowledge and whatnot that I'm picking up along the way, and you've certainly been a huge part of that.
Well, thank you, Ferran. Thank you.
Thank you. Dino Santa, the head of Triple WA with the Worldwide Wrestling Alliance. Check him out tonight in Red Hill and also next Saturday right here in Bristol. 6:30 bell time tonight in Red Hill and then 7:30 bell time next week in Bristol. All right, I am way up against it as far as timeout. We're going to take care of that, come back. We've got more TNA stuff to talk about. Also something that really got on my nerves, courtesy of WWE this week. We got that coming up. Also, Paul Heyman and CM Punk talking a little bit. And also, Bully Ray confronting the new TNA champion, Chris Sabin. All that and more. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.